完成设计像狙击枪一样的程序。看这一记后手的重拳，这一记后手的重拳，这是赵家军的看家。
Hooked and crossed from the Spaniard. Step through now. Big kibosh. The big kibosh. Don't even count. That's good luck, freaking Irene. One knock. Corner here is a look at the KO. Big left hand. Smash back the jaw. And Della went toward it. Like a marionette with the strings cut.
Discussion.
July 2024 delivered some of the most electrifying knockouts in both MMA and boxing, as fighters showcase their power, precision, and ability to end fights in spectacular fashion. Weeks 2 and 3 of the month featured highlight reel finishes across various promotions, with devastating punches, brutal head kicks, and perfectly timed counters that left fans and commentators in shock. Whether it was inside the octagon or the boxing ring, these knockouts reminded the world why combat sports continue to captivate audiences with their sheer unpredictability and intensity. In MMA, some of the most jaw-dropping finishes came from perfectly executed head kicks that left opponents unconscious before they even hit the mat. One of the most talked about knockouts of the month saw a rising contender deliver a lightning-fast high kick just as his opponent was moving forward, sending him crashing down instantly. The impact of the strike echoed throughout the arena, a testament to the precision and power needed to land such a perfect shot. The second and third weeks of July also featured incredible moments in the heavyweight division, where raw power turned fights into one-punch spectacles. A veteran fighter, known for his knockout ability, delivered a devastating overhand right that sent his opponent falling face first to the mat. The knockout was so brutal that the referee immediately stepped in before a follow-up strike could be thrown. This moment solidified the fighter's reputation as one of the most dangerous punchers in the sport and proved that in the heavyweight division, all it takes is one shot to end the fight.
Right hand, left hand, good, nice, freaking amazing, Irene, over, astral traveling, over the fridge, hugging. Ray Kaneko, look at this. He winds up the overhand right and the left hook between the eyes, and one big hop flanked on the canvas, face planting.
Продолжает свою охоту, и обратите внимание. Все! Эта встреча завершена нокаутом по корпусу.
lower weight classes also brought speed, precision, and technical mastery to the forefront. A bantamweight clash in a major MMA promotion ended with one of the slickest counterpunch knockouts of the year. The defending fighter slipped a jab and responded with a perfectly timed right hook that landed flush on the chin, knocking his opponent out cold before he even realized what happened. The knockout was a textbook example of defensive awareness combined with offensive precision, showcasing the high level of skill that these fighters bring to the sport. Spinning techniques also played a huge role in this knockout-filled period. One of the most viral finishes of the month came when a fighter executed a spinning back elbow with perfect timing, catching his opponent just as he stepped in for an attack. The sheer impact of the strike shut off the opponent's lights instantly, leaving fans stunned at the creativity and precision required to land such a move in a high-level fight. The boxing ring was just as explosive, with knockout artists delivering some of the most brutal finishes of the summer. A highly anticipated lightweight bout saw one fighter land a devastating counter uppercut, sending his opponent sprawling onto the canvas in the opening rounds. The knockout demonstrated the power of well-placed counters as the punch landed with surgical precision, ending the fight in dramatic fashion.
Goes down the game! Folds him in half, and a good night, Irene! The upright underdog, Victor Akimov, the first knockout of the night here in the K1 Max.
The beginning of the second round, he's going to be relatively fresh going into the semi-finals.
This will be a major shock if he can go all the way. And I'll admit to it when I'm wrong. On the K1 Battle Cast, I put Victor Akimov as my 8th seed in this tournament. He
çekmeyecekler adamı çekmeyecek görsün. Ciddi bir cevaplar değil mi lan? Şampiyonluğu kullanabilir ama oturayım sonra iyi bir ama böyle ziye C bolcu bomba yerinde
Another boxing highlight came from a seasoned power puncher who delivered a crushing body shot that left his opponent writhing in pain on the mat. The delayed reaction to the punch was proof of just how well it was placed, targeting the liver and shutting down his opponent's ability to continue. Body shot knockouts are some of the most painful and technical finishes in boxing, and this one was a perfect example of how proper timing and accuracy can be just as deadly as head punches. In the middleweight division, an intense matchup ended with a shocking knockout that instantly went viral. The winning fighter, known for his counter-striking ability, baited his opponent into an aggressive exchange before unleashing a short left hook that sent him crashing to the canvas. The knockout showcased the importance of patience and timing, proving that a single mistake in boxing can lead to an immediate and devastating end. July 2024 also saw several fighters make statements with their knockout victories, announcing themselves as rising contenders in their respective sports. One young MMA prospect, in only his second fight in a major promotion, delivered a flying knee knockout that had the entire combat sports community talking. The sheer athleticism and explosiveness displayed in that moment proved that he was a name to watch in the future.
On a hook right there, and then a flurry of punches. And that is it. Joy pins out with the finish.
Oh my. What do you have to say about those elbows?
¡Entra un upper durísimo! ¡La llevaron! ¡La levantaron! ¡Puede venir la sumisión! ¡Trabaja ya! ¡Está agarrado! ¡En cualquier momento puede venir la detención! ¡Tiene que hacerlo ya! ¡Parece que no está marcando! ¡Está cerrando! ¡Está tratando de luchar todavía! ¡Y ya marca! ¡Tapeada! ¡Tapeada! ¡Tapeada!
Heavy for that choke. Amber working for the 2-on-1. Flattens her out. Oh my goodness.
There's no way.
This is tight.
It's
So tight. Can Amber struggle out? She's working. Looking to get flat. She's
almost got it though.
Yeah, she actually does.
Can she get out in time before she goes out though? Her eyes are rolling.
Oh my goodness, Salcedo
she
sitting
may-
so
yeah.
tight. Let's go to strike.
She's out. That is impressive. But immediately goes back on it.
Oh my goodness.
That's great work by Salcedo.
Relentless with the jiu-jitsu attack.
And it's on the jaw where
Terrell taps and it is all over. It's round one. Just one.
Similarly, in boxing, an up-and-coming welterweight scored a brutal knockout that caught the attention of top-ranked contenders. With a perfectly executed right cross, he shut down his opponent in the third round, making it clear that he was ready for bigger challenges ahead. Knockouts like these not only entertain fans, but also shape the future of combat sports, as new contenders rise to the ranks with every dominant victory. Veteran fighters also made their mark in July, proving that experience and skill can still be just as effective as youthful explosiveness. In MMA, a former champion silenced doubters with a stunning knockout victory over a top-ranked opponent. After a tough opening round, he landed a devastating left hook in the second round that instantly put his opponent to sleep, reminding the world why he was once the best in his division. In boxing, an aging but still dangerous heavyweight scored a brutal knockout over a younger, highly touted prospect. The veteran's patience and ability to read his opponent allowed him to time a perfect countershot, leaving no doubt that his power was still a serious threat despite his years in the sport.
You know, I could not, I've never had to have surgery on my knees, but she's had to have them on both. So the resilience and the determination to get back in the fight circus after something like that is tremendous.
After this final round, Undisputed Scale, she's taking some elbows, but believes she's into the guard of Amaya. And this is something where she can take away the height and reach advantage. But I love the activity of Amaya. She'll find more getting there.
Yep, and La Mamba Maya using those elbows to get Alitzel to make the mistake of going head and arm in. Now getting ready to square off on that triangle.
Working it nice. Triangles dug in there on Mariscal with a big decision to make, but she is between a rock and a hard place.
Yes, and if she wants to get the
Giving up the
choke,
arm.
she's gonna have to move the arm to the other side, but she might be willing to just go for the arm instead.
Maya's so cool, calm in these situations. But tapped out. That arm went great. Mariscal felt the pain threshold.
So strong, Luis Gomez.
And in my opinion now, at this point, Mary, she has to know she's got to do something.
Got to do something. Right? You got to do something.
Gonna have to get a submission because at this point, getting to your feet and winning that stand-up battle was unlikely.
Again, Mary into that weird
She uses that
type position.
She knows that injury.
Absolutely.
Which I'm going to be very honest with you. I've not seen that injury very often. I mean, I've seen
Mikey
it.
Musumeci is the only one I've seen it from.
Right.
He's not human, so
Yeah,
he's not a person. So this is the first time I've seen a person do it.
he's not a real person. He only eats spaghetti and pulls things off like pizza, whatever, you know, one thing. Ooh. Yeah, she tapped her with the toe hold. That was actually a reverse toe hold that turned.
July 2024 also brought some of the most intense rivalries to a dramatic conclusion with spectacular knockouts. One highly anticipated MMA grudge match ended in shocking fashion when one fighter, after months of trash talk, backed up his words with a perfectly timed spinning wheel kick. The knockout was as decisive as it was brutal, leaving the losing fighter unconscious and settling the feud in the most definitive way possible. In boxing, a long-standing rivalry between two hard-hitting light heavyweights came to an end with a dramatic 10th round knockout. After an intense back-and-forth battle, one fighter landed a clean right hook that sent his rival crashing to mat, unable to beat the referee's count. The fight was a war from start to finish, and the knockout served as a perfect exclamation point on their heated rivalry. The unpredictability of MMA and boxing is what keeps fans coming back, and July 2024 was filled with moments that showcase why these sports continue to captivate audiences. Whether it was a shocking one-punch knockout, a perfectly placed head kick, a devastating body shot, or a highlight reel spinning attack, every fight had the potential to deliver something unforgettable.
With that big knee, she does, finding Carla pressed up against the cage.
She's not doing a good job at controlling the legs. She's letting them legs are really loose, and she needs to be on, like, sitting, hitting pressure in. She's sitting out, seeing. Well, she's pulling
you can
that
see
leg.
Carla's got a really nice little weave there on the leg, which actually is kind of keeping her there. So Brianna can kind of float here as she is, just throwing those. Carla's holding herself here. She needs to, yes, let go of that. Use your outside leg. Don't let go of it, though. Yeah, this is Brianna taking the back. Carla scraping her.
Kind of sloppy taking the back.
Yes, trying to scrape her off that cage.
51 seconds to go in this first round.
Doing a good job of fighting the hands. She's great, you know.
Oh, that wasn't it. That's
Brianna blocking it in, one hook, cranking. Alvarez reaching up, and there gets the tap. Brianna Roper with the finish in the second.
Congratulations on her champion. Strawweight action underway. The bell is ringing in, and immediately Control comes out swinging.
Translating it very nice right now. Oh, flying armbar. Oh, she sweeps her over again.
As the sport evolves, fighters continue to push the boundaries of striking technique, making knockouts even more spectacular and unpredictable. The brutal finishes of July 2024 were a reminder of the skill, power, and intensity required to compete at the highest level in combat sports. With every knockout, history is made and fans are left eagerly anticipating what the next fight will bring to MMA. The versatility of striking techniques was on full display. Fighters use a variety of attacks to finish their opponents in the most brutal fashion. Kicks to the head, flying knees, spinning back elbows, and one-punch knockouts were all part of the action, showcasing the diverse arsenal that MMA fighters bring to the octagon. One of the most talked about knockouts came in a high-stakes lightweight clash, where a rising contender landed a perfectly timed counter right hand that sent his opponent crashing to the canvas before the referee could even react. The punch was a thing of beauty, delivered at the exact moment his opponent was stepping in, maximizing the impact and ensuring an instant knockout. The welterweight division also had its fair share of fireworks. A veteran fighter, known for his Muay Thai background, delivered a spectacular knockout with a crushing elbow strike in the clinch. The sheer force of the elbow sent his opponent to the mat unconscious, marking one of the most vicious finishes of the month. It was a reminder of how dangerous close-range striking can be in MMA and why clinch fighting is an art form that can turn fights around in an instant, not to be outdone. The heavyweight division saw some of the most terrifying knockouts of July. One fight in particular left fans in shock when a monstrous right hook landed clean